crazy times. The world just needs a hero to help cut through all the noise.
Well, now you have two.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of your Heroes of Noise. I am one half of this dynamic duo. My name is Steve.
Episode 136 to be precise. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Ramirez, and we're a week shy. We've been gone for a week, so let's catch up. How y'all been? Y'all look great. Y'all smell great. Look at you. Look at you, especially you right there. God damn, you're looking good and smelling good, you crazy son of a bitch. What are you wearing? Are you wearing like a Jovan Musk? What is it? What is what, are you wearing high karate? What is it, man? You got some jupe going on this morning? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
But
look at this dude.
You rocking that eternity? Got some curve on?
CK1?
CK1.
Cool water?
Fucking colognes, man. Welcome, everybody.
Dude.
Off to a good start. Just talk about colognes.
Gee, I bet you if I wore CK, one day I'm going to wear Cool Water and go on a jog and see the looks I get. If people, like, when I walk by, they're like, whoa.
We also forgot a couple. Let's see. How about Polo?
Oh, Polo, yes. Drakkar.
Drakkar Noir. Yeah, that is the universal cologne of the douchebag, by the way. I don't think I've ever met anyone that wore Drakkar that wasn't just like a gross douchebag.
Yeah, Drakkar is one of those that I remember I wore it in high school at boarding school, and I thought I was a G. I was not, in fact, a G.
You were a douche, by my definition.
I was. And then I wore Michael Jordan's cologne.
Never smelled that one. Was it good?
It smelled very 90s. It smelled like 1996.
Is it me? Because I've kind of like fallen off of the cologne train. So I'm curious, was cologne bigger a few years ago than it is now? Or is it still just as big and I'm just out of the loop?
It's big. It was big. It just, for some reason, you did sense it right. There was I don't know if it was a backlash to it, but there were all of a sudden these articles came out talking about why do you wear cologne? People that wear cologne or did it. I was like, wait, what happened? Did I miss it? Because I was big in certain communities, cologne is big. Like, you smell good when you walk in.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, you smell good. But I think now it's just like a thing where it's just like, no, and COVID didn't help. Since you're not around anybody, you're like, I'm not wearing cologne to go to Costco. I'm not wearing cologne to go to Safe Mart. So now your cologne is just sitting there kind of chilling and doing nothing, you know? No one, dude, do you hear that, Dan?
What? I hear lots with you, but what am I hearing? Okay.
I'm like, you know what, dude? How much do you get paid per pamphlet?
It was what, like 19 years old?
Maybe 20.
Yeah. They don't give a shit.
They don't, but then if I don't answer, people, listen, if I don't answer in the first few knocks, just move on, unless we know each other.
Yeah. Don't do the Hollywood knock where you knock for 10 minutes.
Thank you, dude. Unless I am living in a palatial estate where you're like, I don't know if the sound travels far enough for this man to have heard the first few knocks, then I get it. But in my house now, just trust I heard it, and I just don't want to answer the door.
You are the neighborhood musician, though, so maybe people just know,
you know what,
that you got a little studio going on. Maybe I should knock one more time, because this guy might be making the record of the year over here.
You know what, dude? You make a fantastic point, Dan, that I had not considered yet.
I'm just saying, that's probably what it is, dude.
Gee, did I tell you about my car?
No. Oh, no. What happened?
So I washed my car last week, and I started up, and it sounds weird, but sometimes you're wondering, it probably always sounds like that. I just don't notice. So I drive to Belle's house, and I get out, and afterwards I start it up again, and she's like, her dad's a mechanic. She's like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like, yeah, I'm starting it up after it's cold. So I get like a mile down the road and it just conks out.
What were you like? What did you hear?
It goes, and I was like, oh, it's staying on, so we're good.
So like it's sputtering?
Yes.
When you start it. It's not idling correctly.
No, it's idling, but it's going up and down in the idle.
Okay.
And so I continue on, and all of a sudden it just conks out. And it feels like it keeps on wanting to start back up because the lights are going on and off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the crap is happening? So I get it to the shop like on that Monday. That happened on Saturday.
Fuel injection, fuel pump.
Dude, you totally got it. That is so weird.
Hey, when you have shitty cars for so long, you start knowing these. You could have been like, it went blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter if you're telling me what that thing is doing. I bet you I can guess what it is because my car sucks.
Gee, even the tow truck driver was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And so Belle let me use her car. She had another one, and I get it on Monday. They're like, yeah, the fuel pump went out, and nobody knew what it was. It was a mystery until the mechanic got it. He's like, yeah, fuel pump. And I was like, oh, how much is that going to hit? And he looked on the computer. He's like, well, it looks like you when you bought the car, you got an extended warranty.
Ooh.
I was like, did I? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, then probably I was so paranoid that at that point I was like, you know what? Just give me everything. When we're talking in the 27,000, just give me what else you're going to go ahead.
Dude, it worked out for you though.
It worked out majorly. And then I only had to pay for the diagnostic. I go to get my car a few days later. The guy's not there that is handling my business. And so this dude's running around. He's like, look, we can't find your guy. Are you taken care of? I'm like, I'm not really sure. I think I'm supposed to. You know what? We'll call you if we need anything. And I just leave without paying for the diagnostic.
Well, then that's a really good deal.
It is a fantastic deal. And then
I can't see how they're going to charge you if you have an extended warranty.
They did not,
because you've paid for the service, so you should be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so a few days later, I'm like, well, this was an interesting week. Got my car back, and then I'm going to Food Max, and I'm like, I normally take this route to Food Max. Let me take a different route for fun, for craps and giggles.
Mix things up, right?
Thank you. I make a turn and I hear this pop. And I'm like, that's probably in my head. So I go into Food Max and shop, and I come back out. I turn on my car and this alert comes on for my tire. And I'm like, oh, I got to freaking put air in my tire. I get out and I hear a
Jesus, man.
Gee, I'm like, this week is interesting. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep a positive attitude. This thing at the mechanics worked out well, whatever. So I take my car in to get some tires, and the guy comes out. He's like, I was going to get it patched. He said, dude, your tires are done.
Look at you with your patch. That's cute.
Gee, he's like, your tires, all of them. How long have you?
That was going to be my question. How long has it been?
I've never had new tires on this car.
Dude, I've known you for 6 years.
Never got new tires.
Jesus Christ, Steve. You trying to kill yourself?
He's like, he said, it's been 65,000 miles. I'm like, yeah. He said, well, they did their job. You probably today, it would be wrong of me to even patch this. And I was like, okay, how much is it going to be? And he's like, $750.
Oof.
I was like, but I didn't have to pay for the mechanic thing. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Give me my new tires. It took 2.5 hours, but I made me and the guy had a good conversation about his son, and I was like,
are you standing next to him as he's changing your tires?
No, he's in front, and I was bored. So I walked up, I was like, how long you been working here? And he was like, I don't know about this long. And I look at the guy next to him. I was like, you guys got the same name. He said, it's my son. I'm like, oh, I did one of those soprano joints.
Look at this guy with the son over here.
I think I said something similar to that. I was like, look at this guy with the son. And I was like, hey, man, how you like working here? The son was like this and that or whatever. I said, my son got a job too, but man, they get to keep their money. And the dad was like, he pays for his insurance. He pays part of his phone bill. He pays rent, and he pays lights, and he pays for his own gas.
Oh, he's got it on the lights? That's good.
I said, what?
Dad's doing it right.
Gee, I was like, how old is he? He's like 19.
Dad's doing it right.
Gee, I said, I'm flipping. Dude. He said, when they get a job, you should have made it a point right then that they are going to start putting snaps on all that stuff.
100% right.
100%. And so he said, when you get home, you need to think about this because you're training your kid about how life is. And you need to do this. So we had a good little talk before I left. I was like, huh.
Thank you, Tire Man.
Yes, I was like, I didn't pop my tire. I never have this conversation. Never meet these cool people.
Yeah. And you know why I thank the tire man? I don't know this person. The thing is that people are agreeing with me. And I love that because,
Isn't it good?
well, the thing is, it's not, I mean, I don't always have to be agreed with, but in this particular situation, I'm sort of the minority in the house. I have been trying to get the snaps coming my way to get some pay on the light. And I'm always getting yeah, I got you. But this was months ago, dude. And I think maybe I've gotten $100. Maybe.
That's a good amount of money.
For 4 or 5 months?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's not a lot of money.
I said a couple months, but it's like 4 or 5 months. No, dude, that's like a freebie. And I'm trying to have this conversation, and I'm not trying to put anybody into a corner, but not getting a lot of support on this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I get. But how much in your ideal world?
$200 a month.
What do you do? Whew, that's some money, bro.
No, it's not. It's $50 a week.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's 21 years, going to be 22 in March.
Oh, snap.
So you trying to tell me like
that.
that's what I'm saying. I'm the nice guy. Like
You
I'm
are
not
the
trying
nice
I'm
guy.
not trying to be like, listen, when I was 18, because when I was 18, I did move out for a while.
This is
But-
true.
And I didn't ask for money for rent. You know, I'm not saying be me. That's the last thing I want this kid to be is me. But at the same time, I know that it's possible. And if you're working and you have like a job where it's not necessarily full time, but it's more than part time.
Yeah.
I think you can afford $50 a week. I don't think that's asking too much.
And did you talk to him about this?
I did months ago, and then
What'd he say?
I just didn't get any support on it. Like I think I got $50 a week for 2 weeks, and then it was just like, oh, something happened. I'll get you next week, and then it never happened. And I'm not going to be like a loan shark, break my kids'
No.
thumbs, you know.
This is the thing. We're different. This guy is a guy he's our age. He's like 43, 44.
I appreciate
And
that,
he's
Steve.
from
Thank you.
that old, like, this is what it is. Either you're doing this or you're doing this. You're going to college or you're getting a job and you're paying me the
Yep.
snaps. One of the two.
Old school.
It's not a possibility.
His dad was probably the same way.
Absolutely. He's like, and he was, what I said, man, my son's 19. He said, oh, no, that's more than enough age. Right there. And I was like, yeah, he's making like money at Taco Bell. He's like, oh, game over. If he's working full time, it's game over. You need to be charging that boy because it'll make him go. He'll ensure that he'll go to college. He'll leave. He'll be like, well, shoot, I might as well. He'll be like, yeah, don't let him lounge because he's just going to lounge and never. The good thing is that he really wants to go to San Diego. But look, I'm not going to pay a bunch of stuff when you're at San Diego State. I'm just not, dude.
Dude, that's gonna be expensive, bro. Does he have scholarships?
Yes, he has but still he has to pay. Those scholarships don't cover food. Food per semester is like $5,000.
God damn, that's not that
Yeah.
much when you think about it, really. I mean, think about I don't know. I've hung out with you multiple
5,000.
times and I've never seen you put food in your mouth, so I don't know about that.
That's not true.
How the
Remember,
Hudsons
we
work.
went to Jack London Square.
Jack London Square. Yeah, not. What is Jack London Square?
Isn't that in Oakland?
Oh, okay. I did see you eat some French fries. That's right. Actually,
Those
I've seen
are
you.
so good. I
I've
still
only seen you
remember
eat
those.
French fries. Matter of fact. Sorry to go off on tangents, but yeah, Universal Studios, same thing, just French fries. So what I'm saying is, maybe he eats like you, so he doesn't need $5,000.
Let me tell you something. Every day I come home, pizza, Taco Bell, and I was like, bruh, listen.
Hey, that Taco Bell's free too.
It happens quick though.
Yeah.
And
it
next
does.
thing you know, you look in the mirror, you're like, what in the world? It happens.
I think I put on
fast.
25 pounds when I worked at Taco Bell when I was a kid. I needed to because I was a rail, but like I filled out working there.
I will say he brought me a cheese quesadilla. I forgot how good those things were.
It's just cheese and a tortilla, man.
I know, but they do it so well.
Authentic, huh? Just like across the border.
Well, you know what? Here's what I will say: the Ensenada quesadillas were some. I ate their street food, and I'm fairly sure I still have a parasite to this day.
When did you go to Ensenada? For graduation?
Yeah, for not grad night, but for spring break.
Oh,
Debauchery, bro.
what did you do, Steve? Did you put on sombrero? Get crazy?
We did. I'm gonna have to tell you that offline. We did debauchery, dude.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this conversation.
You're 19. You think the world 18. You think the world is in front of you, bro. Which it is.
Yeah, you're right. It is. I never got the chance to do that, though. I screwed up. I think I told this story once. I won't tell it again, but yeah, I got in trouble my senior year, so I never got to take my senior vacation. So I never got to do the debauchery that I think I deserved.
You weren't a debauchery guy. You kind of kept it straight and narrow and got into school and became like what you do now.
You are so wrong. You are so wrong.
I'm saying like debauchery.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Trust
One day
me.
we're going to have to talk about it offline.
We'll have to compare notes, and I'll be like, yeah, I did that on a Wednesday.
My notes are terrible. My notes are like I know friends that have had, they went to like the Bunny Ranch. I chickened out.
You could have gone to the Bunny Ranch?
Absolutely, G.
Yeah, you chickened out. You know what, though?
Yeah.
But you'd have been paying too much.
$1,200 was a lot of money.
It's still a lot of money.
1990. Oh.
It's so crazy how much inflation has increased over the years. Yes. What was I watching? Yes. I think it was the Queen's Gambit. Yeah, it was the Queen's Gambit. And she was trying to get that house that she was raised in from her adopted father.
Yes.
And he's like, well, you got $7,000? She's like, what? I'm like, $7,000?
Egad.
Could you imagine? Can you imagine if you bought your house for $7,000?
That is so, and here's the funny thing. Like I'm reading that, the People's History of the United States, and they're talking about like Rockefeller and how Carnegie, how they were making like $40 million and $100 million a year. And I'm thinking, that is such an insane amount of money. Now.
Right. Back then? Back then, you're a god. You're a freaking god.
They were gods. That's why they're like, the robber barons were gods, dude. These people were on a different level. When you own railroads, that's like, oh, I own the mode of which you do everything. I said, wow. You know how much money?
To put it into modern perspective, wouldn't that kind of put them in the Bezos camp?
Oh, no question. I mean, it's like $40 million was just, and then people were making like, at a certain point, it was like, oh, we had profits of $1 billion. I'm like, when Rockefeller makes $1 billion, people back then probably were just like, I can see why they had like massive riots, because they're like, this person shouldn't have this much money. Because at the time, I don't know if they're like, oh, $1 billion what? That's a thing?
With a B? That's what you said, with a B.
Exactly, with a B? And I can't afford bread? Are you crazy? But yeah, like when I saw that Queen's Gambit, I was like, but even then, if a young woman that was living by herself playing chess was messing with 7 racks, I'd still be like, that's impressive. You play chess and you made $7,000?
I gotta learn chess. Good.
Gee, she played. You know, it's funny. I had to look it up to see if it was a real story, because that's how convincing it was.
I did too. Yeah, I was like, I was almost disappointed. Like, oh.
So was I, because I was like, oh. But then he said he based it on stuff.
Well, I don't think that the name Bobby Fischer would be that important. Not that I follow Bobby Fischer, but I'm just saying, I don't think the name would be that important in the chess world if this other person existed. If there was a Beth, oh God, I just forgot her last name.
Harmon.
Beth Harmon. Yeah. That's it. If there was a Beth Harmon, it would be Bobby Fischer, Beth Harmon. It wouldn't just be, one or the other.
You know what? You're totally right. I mean, did you ever watch Searching for Bobby Fischer?
Nope. I really honestly have never been interested in chess. And I don't know why this lured me in outside of Gail going, you got to watch this. Because I don't, it's not that I think it's stupid or anything. I'm the stupid one. I don't understand it. So really, that's what it is. I just I'm not going to understand it watching this. So, I just never watched anything.
Does anyone in your family play chess?
Ben plays chess, or he knows how to play chess. But that's it.
You should learn. My son was in chess club, and I asked him to play. Teach me. He said, it'll take me 3 minutes to teach you. I'm like, but how do I get good? He's like, yeah, there's the problem. He's like, I can teach you in no time, but you have to play people, and I can't play you because it would just not be fair. I'm like, I could see that. He's like, play online, get like at levels online and computers, and they could play you. He's like, but I could teach you the rules. We just haven't sat down to do it.
I tried that one time online on my phone, but it didn't teach me shit because it was basically like, okay, now move here. It was just telling me do this. It didn't tell me why. It didn't teach me strategy. It was just like, you can move here. That's your one move. That doesn't
help at all. My chess was Connect 4. I used to play over and over and over and over and over again, dude.
I don't think that's chess.
It kind of is. It's chess if you are bored in the middle of class and you did your homework early. And I would just sit there, dude, and over again play. I had like the little tiny travel pack that I had in my backpack. And I'd be like, who wants some?
Who wants some? Don't fuck with him. He's the Connect Four master. I heard about this dude, man. He came from that other junior high. I can't even get a word out. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Gee, I for real was like, who wants some, homie? I will connect all your fours. Let's do it.
Oh, God. Steve running the Connect Four game.
I had that one trick where you'd put 3 and you'd have a thing on both sides and the person would be like, where should I go? I'm like, oh, it's over.
It don't matter what you do. Damn it. That's why he's so good.
Gee, I still to this day loved Connect Four. I still love Connect
It's a fun
4.
game. It's just absurd. You're making it sound like you were Bobby Fischer of the Connect
Yeah,
Four.
I thought I was a G. Like now I think my chess is like if someone's like, I got dominoes, I'm like, no, you don't. Those are my dominoes at this point, if you put them on the table.
It's been a hot minute since I've played that, but I would enjoy playing a game of dominoes with you, sir.
It's really fun. And the thing is, the older generations know how to play dominoes. Like you put one domino down, they know what your whole hand is. They're like, oh, you must be holding those blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, these guys know how to play. I remember getting woofed up by a Hispanic dude. He was like 70. Gee, I was like, I might as well not even open this freaking this box of dominoes. He destroyed me.
Yeah, they see every single play they can make by the time you just put that down and you're just starting to contemplate what you might do next.
No, and the weird thing is he didn't hold, like I held it in my hands. He had it like, I couldn't even slam the dominoes because he had them like balanced on their sides. And I was like, oh, I'm going to tear this old man up.
He's like, easy, Ice Cube. With slamming the goddamn dominoes.
I couldn't even slam him, but he destroyed me. And he's just like, good game.
The slamming of dominoes does come from Boys in the Hood, correct?
No, we were slamming them before that.
You were pre-slamming? Pre-Boys in the Hood?
I mean, everyone I've ever watched when I was a kid play, but it wasn't like you only slam them when you score.
Yeah.
You don't slam them. Now, you slam every domino.
I never heard of it, the slamming, until Boys in the Hood. Domino, motherfucker.
That was so funny, dude. I forgot about that, man. That was and now you have to have like special if someone's like, hey, let's play dominoes, and they bring out a glass table, you're like, oh no, this isn't. No, bring us a freaking table. And if they bring you one that has cushions on the top, you're like, nope, you can't hear the slam. We need something solid where you could hear the slap. A domino table, and then we could play. I need to teach my son dominoes. And
this person with the tables is just going, okay, I'll be right back, right? And they're just running back and forth with various tables.
Don't I wish? Don't I? There is not. It's funny.
I'd be like, look, I guess you ain't playing dominoes then.
We're just not playing. Dude, there is not one friend I have who has the wife of, can you get me something to drink? And they come back with a drink.
Ain't cold enough.
I don't have a friend married to that person. They'll be like, the refrigerator's there. Which is great.
No matter what? Or when there's company?
Oh, dude, in general, like if I'm just like, if he's like, if I say, I would not to one of my friends' wives be like, hey, can you get that table from the... No. We have gone so far from that it would be like, why wouldn't you just get up and go get it? Anything I could get up and go get, I wouldn't ask that. It's so ridiculous in my brain at this point. I don't know how men used to be like, hey, put that whatever the deuce in the fridge. No, I couldn't even imagine that at this point.
I have this homie who's he's super old school. He was born in Mexico. He's not a chauvinist, but they are super old school. So it's like, I'm going to handle, maybe it is chauvinist, I don't know. But it's like, I'm going to handle all of the work and shit. You don't need, this is an agreement, by the way, between the two of them. So it's not like, but I want to go to, no. This is what you're doing. It's not like that. But it's like, okay, I've got all the work. I will work 2, possibly 3 jobs, and I'll just work it with no complaint. You handle all of the kitchen and home stuff and cooking and all that shit. And when I'm home, I won't do a single thing. I'll just let you do it. I couldn't live like that. And I don't necessarily feel like this. I know this person is a very, very
bad. If it's
no. And it's fully. It's like it's an arrangement. Like they're okay with that. It's fine. Yeah. I don't think that shit would fly in the majority. You know what I'm saying? Especially these days. But they seem to be quite happy with it. But I don't think I could do that. I don't think that I could just sit there knowing that shit needs to be done and being like, well, I did my part, so good luck with that. I don't think I could do that.
You don't think you could? If I got with if someone like say Belle was like, I want to do all the housework, I want to be here, and don't do anything when you get. I would be perfectly fine.
Well, I tried it because I was like, well, that's kind of a well, no,
okay.
but you got to understand again. I'm trying to say this. This is not like some kind of misogynistic shit. It was an arrangement. So I'm like, well,
yeah.
Let's try this out. So so when I was talking to this guy, it just so happened that Gail wasn't. She had just lost her job. And I said, listen, if you want, I've got these 2 jobs where we don't really, same thing, same scenario, basically. I said, so do you want to just handle all the house stuff and I'll take care of work and we'll just go that way? Yeah, let's try that out. And we did it for a few years, but I couldn't just like come home and like keep my end of the deal, so to speak. I had to get up and, vacuum, do the dishes, cook, I got to do that kind of thing. Not all the time, of course, because technically it's an arrangement, right? But I never felt right about like not helping out. But if people can do that, more power to you, I guess. And if your partner says, yeah, fine, you're doing your part, hey, rock and roll.
It's an arrangement. If that's the arrangement, it's just like these folks that are like, they're like, hey, I have three wives or whatever. I have 3 people that I'm involved with, and they all love each other and they all understand. If you guys can do that, if you can do that, that is fantastic.
Could you?
For me, oh no, dude. No, bro. That is whatever issues you have in a relationship times 3, bro.
Okay, let's just make it really easy for you. You have found 3 of the most perfect people for you, and for that matter, for the 3 themselves. Everyone is just in sync. This is an impossible scenario, but everyone's getting along. There is no drama in the way that you're speaking of. Could you do this?
Yes.
I know, it sounds so easy. Huh? It sounds so easy when you say it that way.
What are you talking about? Yeah, in this universe.
And every Monday they would bring you $1 million, Steve, and leave it on your your penis would grow 4 inches, stuff like that. Yeah.
If someone said no, I'd be like, you're lying, and your wife must be around.
Yeah.
That's what, because I mean, even any woman would be like, perfect 3 perfect men that love you they'd be like, yeah, I would go ahead and do that thing. But yeah, I would, but it's just unfortunately human beings.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way in real life.
It would be so, and man, could that go astronomically bad.
And it's like, how like, I'm sure you've had this at least once where maybe you're sensing that the Belle's a little angry with you for some reason, a little annoyed, and you're not entirely sure why. Or maybe, I don't know if she's done this yet, but maybe she's giving you a bit of the silent treatment or digging in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm using her as an example.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now times 3. I could see that being an issue.
Times 3.
Particularly if they all agree. So now you have 3 people pissed off at you for the same thing. Yeah, that would be...
Dude.
That's a lot.
Dude.
And I think most guys probably just think of, sex with 3 women. That's what it all equates to. Dude. That's really what it equates to.
You have to satisfy 3 different women.
Ain't no problem there.
Come on, G.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they'd agree. I'm just saying in that scenario, I'm up for the challenge.
Oh, in the perfect world scenario.
What I'm trying to say is that if you're going to go into something like that, you better be prepared to pack a lunch sometimes because you're going to need it.
Here's the thing. I think if I wouldn't feel comfortable if Belle was like, hey, I'm bringing a friend of mine into the situation. I'd be like, what's going on between y'all? What's happening here? Like, what is it going on that I don't know about?
A female friend?
Yes, I'd be like, what's happening here? This, I wouldn't fit.
I just want to take it to the next level, Steve. I just think that I'm playing the role of the Belle.
Yes.
I just want to take it to the next level. That's all.
You're in.
I just want to be able to share with you.
You're into her, and I'm not cool with it. She got to go. For me, I need to be the one that's like, I need to know, okay, she's into me and me.
Here's a situation with something like that, though. I don't think that one could ever, like if you're competing with a member of the opposite sex, how can you technically do that? You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have the same parts, so you can't.
You do not.
So it's true. There's the emotional part of it, of course, and I'm not stupid. There's the physical part of it too, but I'm just saying, technically, you can't really compete with something like that.
No, I would much rather be cheated on with my girl got with a woman, because then I'm like, oh, I couldn't have competed with that.
Right.
With a guy, you're like, oh no, he just is better at
These are all defense mechanisms that we've taught ourselves over the year.
I mean, I think you would just rather be like, oh, hey, I could not have done what they're doing.
All right.
But with a guy.
Gotcha. Okay. Another scenario. Late night, sitting by the fire, watching a movie. Maybe something similar to that comes up. Maybe a threesome or something like that. You're watching on the screen.
Yes.
And she's like, you know what? I think I could do that just one time. And I would like to do that with you. And you're like, hold up. Maybe it's like two guys on the screen. You're like, no. She's like, no, the other way. Just two women and like me, my friend, or a friend, and you. Just once. It's a fantasy that I want to have fulfilled. And then I would never ask for it again. What would you do?
In this scenario, she is telling me that I have to, in this perfect world.
Yeah, it's a perfect world situation.
She's not trapping me. She's not seeing if I'm into one of her friends.
No, she's not. She's not trying to. No. She's not trying to like trap you into anything or get you in trouble or go, see, motherfucker, I knew you were dirty. No. This is just like, hey,
exactly.
This is something that's been on my mind for a while since I was a teenager. Why not try it out? We're adults.
I would go with the no.
Okay, that's a fair answer.
I would go because I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine. I would not be able to look at your whole relationship changes at that point. You may think it doesn't. Everything is different now. Everything's different.
Well, I never believe in the just once.
Listen.
The just once is just a way to get your foot through the door, basically.
Yeah. What would happen if like your son brought 4 women home and be like, we are a family? Would you be like, okay?
I'd be like, you know what? Not at Christmas, you're not. Too goddamn expensive.
But would you say, hey, if it makes you happy, or would you sit him down and be like, this can go really, really
well? There's obviously a talk that's going to be had. I mean, it's not going to be like, cool, hello, new family. Just want something to drink? I'd be like, yeah, we're going to have a talk about this. But being that my kid's an adult, there's not a whole lot I could do about it. Now, if it would sit right with me, would just be, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I would probably be, no, I mean, I don't know. You're giving me this weird scenario, and I'm just trying to give you like my initial reaction. Yeah. I think I would just basically be like, look, we got to talk about this. Make sure he's good. You happy with this?
Good.
Did you? Yeah. Is this your idea? You know what I mean? Are you getting railroaded into something that you should know about and you just don't? I don't know. I would have to definitely do some investigation on it. But I mean, at that point, all you can do is really give your advice, right? Your fatherly advice.
That for me, I would just be worried. I'd be like, are you ready for 4 children? Because that can happen.
That could happen with one person, though, Steve.
Exactly. And so I'm like, are you sure you're ready for the fallout? Because if one gets pregnant and another gets pregnant and all of a sudden there's a split, you're paying child support for how many now? And my brain goes to the worst case.
You know, it's kind of the same subject, but really not. I think it's really cool when people have huge families like that, especially as you get older and your holidays are nice and big and everything like that. But good God, I was talking to a lady the other day. I went and bought a new Apple Watch. And
look at this, brother.
Got the one with the little cellular on it because, not that I need
congratulations.
that.
You're
congratulations.
never gonna leave home without it, dude.
Thanks, I bought a watch.
It's the
Steve's
best
so nice.
thing.
Hey, I got an Apple Watch. Congratulations, man.
It's dope. Gee, I have gone to work, came back home to get it.
But you have a phone.
I know, but soon you're not going to even look at you're going to always text through your phone, through your watch.
So are you voice texting?
Every time, dude.
I don't like that, but I have done it before. Matter of fact, I texted you yesterday that way.
Dude, see?
So
and you just got to remember, it doesn't know how to delineate certain words from each other.
Yeah.
So you have to be like, you got to reread
It's a lot of work. We'll see.
It's a lot. But now I'm so quick with it. I'm just like, yeah.
Long story short, I had a Series 4, and it was just the Wi-Fi one, or the Bluetooth one. Super cool, but I just wanted to upgrade a little bit. But that's not the point of the story. Speaking of a big family, so I'm talking to this lady as she's getting my plan all worked up and everything, and she's talking about just finding the right deal for your family and always kind of trying to pay attention to, we go through AT&T. So pay attention to what AT&T has to offer and, switch your plans around and things like that. And I go, so you work here. That must be pretty cool to have a discount, right? You get a discount? She's like, we only get a discount on the service, not on the products themselves. And I said, well, that's still cool. She's like, yeah, because I've got 10 kids.
Oh!
And I go, fuck. And she's like, they all need phones. I
Oh my
mean,
God.
gee, I have a plan with 4 people on it. And granted, we're doing that installment plan, so it's a little more of an expensive payment right now
Yeah,
because you're paying off
absolutely.
the phones. But for 10 people,
G.
that must be one hell of a discount, bro. That's all I can say.
I would be like, how are you having a conversation with me without crying?
Do you have
Like,
a second?
I would just cry 24/7.
She's like, I'm at work. That's why I'm not crying. I'm not.
That's
I'm
crazy.
not in that crazy ass madhouse of 10 people. 11
Now-
if you count the husband.
Dude, and she's like, she just threw it out there like, anyway. Or
Yeah.
did she's like, man, this is a beast.
No, I mean, I think that it's. I mean, some people just love having big families, so I don't think this was an issue.
I never, you know what? I would have had a big family if my mom didn't tell me. She's like, if you have another kid, it will make up for Maj. The next one
Hold
will
on.
be different.
Hold on. What?
Like, because Maj was so chill and quiet. She's like, if you have any more, the universe will make sure that next one makes up for all the quietness.
It was your wording that you confused me a little bit. But
Oh
now
yeah,
that makes
I know
a lot more sense.
how it sounds now. Yeah, and everyone I've seen, if one is quiet, the other one is not. They're kind of a hey, let's go. You know, they're that, and I just couldn't have. It just wouldn't have been. It's been one of those. Let me go ahead and drop them off at the fire station. This is us.
Would you rather have fraternal twins or identical twins?
Fraternal.
Why?
Because I'd feel like I cheated. I'd be like, oh man, you just duplicated one. That doesn't count as 2. Give me a different one.
So which one's going to be numbered? Was it going to be thing 1 and thing 2? That's what you call them?
Pretty much. I'd be like, this doesn't count as 2 children. This is 1. We need another.
I would rather have fraternal twins simply because identical twins, they kind of freak me out a little bit.
Oh, because of Stephen King?
No, just because like I'm thinking of one particular person, well, and his brother, but they were those kind of identical twins where they would talk at the same time and say the same thing.
Jesus.
That's just freaky shit to me. I'm
That
sorry.
is so weird. And also the parents that dress them alike.
Yes.
Why would you do? They already look alike.
That's where I was going next. They always have the same outfit on.
so weird, dude.
Maybe it's like I don't know. Their names are like Marc and Michael,
Dude.
or you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Nick and what's another N word for Nick? You know what I'm trying to say? They both have like the same starting letter. of their names.
Absolutely. And it's like,
Why can't I think of any name? Nestor. I couldn't think of a guy's name that started
Nestor.
with an N.
You
Nick?
went with Nestor?
Well, Nick and what else?
Nick and I guess Nestor. would be it.
That's all I can think of, dude. Sue me.
Hold on.
Shout out to all the Nestors in the world.
Um,
Come on.
Wait
I'm
a
waiting.
minute. What was the jerk's name?
Naven. That's right. Okay, so Nick, Naven, and Nestor. That's it.
There we go.
That's all you got.
Yeah, but I have seen twins where for like a while in the school year, you're like, I just saw you over there. And finally you're like, oh, you have a twin. Because they look similar, but they act different and they dress different. I'm like, I could have sworn oh, you have a twin. And you can tell they don't hang out. They want to be as far away from that whole thing as possible. I'm like, oh, I get it. You're like, I don't want to look at myself I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get that way.
Yeah, I'm good. And I'm just like, yeah, I get funny. I just saw, yeah, okay, now I got you. But yeah, people that just walk around together and do everything together, like the Winklevoss twins, it's weird, man.
Winklevoss twins. I forgot about those cats.
Become $1 billion, a billionaire together, and it's just like, this is so strange. We're on the same boating team, and we go to the same school.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are weird.
Or like
dude.
the Nelson twins. Let's start a band together and dress and look exactly the same.
That is weird, dude. Are there any other twin bands?
I believe there's
Even
some
fraternal.
sibling bands, but twins? Not that I'm aware of.
Is there another Van Halen in Van Halen?
Is there another what?
Van Halen in Van Halen. Like, is another guy
Yeah, there's Eddie and Alex. Well, now there's
I didn't know
Alex.
there was another Van Halen.
And technically, Wolfie was there too, because he was the bass player. He was Wolfgang was Eddie's son.
Is that right?
Yeah, so he was in the band too.
I did not know. And the Bon Jovi, he's the only Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he's John Bon Jovi. There's no other Bon Jovis in the band.
That's
I'm trying
a
to think. Is there
great
anything
last
else?
name, dude.
AC/DC. There were 2 Youngs until one of them died. Malcolm and
I
Angus.
did not know.
Who else?
You can't name your son Angus.
Why not? Angus is a good name. I think Angus is a strong name.
It's a beef, G. Just like Kobe. Come on, G. Let's calm down.
Yeah, well, both of the people that you're saying have weird names were highly successful. I mean, one of them,
You know what? You're right.
met his fate. But other than that,
Angus, you would have named Angus is on the
I'm
the
not
paper.
saying it's in the conversation. I'm not automatically ruling it out.
Dude, Angus is definitely weird.
Angus.
Hey, my friend Angus is coming over. I'll be like, I'm probably not going to go to that party.
You think Angus? I don't think Angus is weird. It doesn't have like a weird. It just rolls off the tongue for me.
Angus?
Yeah, why not?
It's one letter from anus.
That's true. That's true. This is very true. But I wouldn't think about that unless I had a friend like Steve Hudson pointing that shit out to me. That's not true at all. I probably would have gotten it the first time I spelled it. Hey, did you know?
Of course.
As I'm sending a Christmas card, Merry Christmas from the Ramirez's. Hey, by the way, did you know that if you take the G out of your name, it's anus?
They're like, yeah, thanks. We
Thanks,
got
man.
it.
Never heard that one before.
There has to be another brother. Well, okay, the Carpenters.
Let's see. All the Jacksons. There's no twins there.
No.
Where
are the Carpenter was older than us.
Milli Vanilli, no relation.
No relation. There's no fraternal twins in the game?
Identical
Except
or fraternal?
for Nelson? Fraternal or identical?
I think that's it. You know what, though? I think this calls, and I'll even pause if I have to, but I'm going to have to just go to the old internet real quick because now I'm curious.
Because I bet you there's one we're not thinking of that's like, oh, I didn't even know that they were fraternal twins.
Here we go. Musician twins. Ought to work, right?
There we go. Yes.
Twin musicians. List of twins. Conjoined twins.
Oh, Jesus.
That would be a hell of a band. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you.
Oh, you know what? The funny thing is, that was a great movie.
Stuck on You. What if they just did covers? What if it was a conjoined twin cover band and all they did were songs like that?
Stuck on You. All right, let's see. Twin bandmates. Oh, it won't even fill out, so no one's Googled this.
Aha. Twin singers and musicians. Oh, I'm forgetting one, and I haven't even seen it yet. The Proclaimers. I believe they're twins.
Are they? Oh, yeah. I Walk 500 Miles.
You got that one. I was really expecting that. I've never heard that before. Yep, that one.
And they didn't do, oh, no, that's not. They could have sung the Friends theme song, though, in my brain.
I think, hold on.
That's it.
Have you ever heard of the Breeders?
No.
Are they twins? Kim and Kelly Deal. Yeah, twin sister. Kim and Kelly Deal, the Breeders.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do they sing?
I don't think you've heard it, but I'll play it for you real quick because I'm certainly not going to sing it. Let's see. Have you heard of the Pixies?
I have heard of the Pixies.
Well, Kim Deal, I believe, was the one that was in the Pixies. So I'm just trying to give you a.
I thought that they were okay.
Point of reference. I doubt you heard the song, but here you go. This was a big song in the 90s. Pretty good, right? Just kidding. All right, let's go. Come on.
I thought that was you.
If you don't know that, you haven't heard the song.
I do know that song.
Yeah, Cannonball, man.
Oh, I know that song. I've heard it like on movies.
Yeah, Cannonball. Everyone's heard this song. But honestly, it would not surprise me one bit if you never heard it. But yeah, twins.
Gee, we are missing one of the biggest twins ever.
I should know this?
Yes, dude. Put down the computer.
I'm not looking.
Put down the computer. Okay.
You want to give me a hint?
Yes, 70s.
The 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fraternal.
Yes.
I'm a little bit country.
No.
Donnie Marie, twins though, yeah?
I don't know if they're twins,
I think they might be twins.
Okay. Well, they're bigger than them.
Jesus. Why can't I think?
It is humongous.
Give me a genre at least.
Disco.
Disco. Oh. Were they twins?
Yes.
Well, they weren't triplets though, right?
No.
So it would be. Was it Barry and Maurice?
Let me see which ones are twins.
I think it's Barry and Maurice would be the twins.
Because when I was looking at the list, I was like, oh my God.
Have you met my brother? He looked just like me.
It says, Robin and Maurice.
Robin and Maurice.
How didn't I get that?
Robin's dead. Robin and Maurice are dead. Barry's still living.
Aww.
So I guess they were twins that way.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the
That's
lifespan's
true.
similar. I wasn't trying. I know it sounded like a stupid joke, but I'm kind of wondering if there's some
that is crazy.
some sense to that.
Did you know
That they were twins?
Yeah.
I think at one time I did, but I didn't know it was. I probably knew it was Robin and Maurice too, to be honest with you. But it's just not anything that I retained.
That's crazy. I did not know the Bee Gees. That is crazy.
Stop ganging up on me.
That is and they're good. I like 4 of their songs. I'd probably like more if I listened to them more.
The Bee Gees?
Yeah.
4 of their songs. That's it.
I could like that I'd say I'm putting this on repeat, probably 4.
Oh God, do I want to count? Maybe I don't like the Bee Gees as much as I thought I did.
Because I know, okay, hold on. First.
Oh, here we go. We just took that right turn, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it goes from here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You know how it goes from here.
All right, so name me your favorite Bee Gees songs.
Wow. Well, let's just go Staying Alive because it is a big one.
That is.
Tragedy, I'll throw in there.
Tragedy?
Yeah, Tragedy.
I did not know that was them. Did someone else do that?
Like my Bee Gees impression, by the way, bro?
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
You Should Be Dancing.
I never heard that.
Yes, you have. God damn it, Steve. Here we go. Oh, wait. That's the Serbian mix, though.
They did Tragedy.
Oh, Serbian.
I thought a girls group did that.
Is there someone named Serban? Serban? I thought it said Serbian at first. Not the case. Because these are all mixes.
Tragedy, huh?
Yeah, hold on. I got it for you, bro. I got you covered. Here we go. All right, coming up. New hit from the Bee Gees. It's a really good thing, I promise you. They're celebrating it right now. Oddly enough, though, it's called Tragedy. I don't know why, but here you go.
Right now, I'm balancing on a tree, practicing my Kung Fu.
I'll just get you this part, Steve. Just listen.
I've never heard this song.
Let's talk over it a little bit. Just watch how they just keep getting higher and higher. Not good enough, Bee Gees. Take it up one more. Kind of feeling one more. That's just not good enough. Barry, help me out. One more. Kind of the same. There you go, buddy. Now, all 3 of you freaky motherfuckers, together. You never heard Tragedy before?
This was a woman's group singing this.
So you've heard the song?
I've heard the song. I thought it was like the freaking Pointer Sisters or something.
Come on, the Bee Gees only sound like the Bee Gees, dude.
I've only heard the chorus.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know how like on Late at Night when they're like the best of disco featuring, and they'd show like the choruses of all these songs. That's the first time I heard on one of those commercials. Was the first time I heard "Hurry, don't be late.
I can hardly wait."
And I was like, "Oh,
song.
I like that." And then I looked it up.
That is a dope song. That's some 70s lyrics right there. Friday night, I was late. I was walking you home. We got down to the gate, and I was dreaming of the night. Wow, that's a lot. That is a mouthful.
That is a lot you did. Does it have to rhyme? No. Okay, let me write this joint.
I want to make you understand. I'm talking about a lifetime plan. Fucking 70s.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
Do you like Jive Talking?
Of course I like Jive Talking, and I love the story behind Jive Talking.
I don't know the story behind
I'm going to tell you the story, but I think I should do it to music. Let's see.
Who told the Bee Gees they were good enough to like make records?
Check this out. Check this out. So Barry Gibb, he's on a road trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's driving down this road, and he comes to a bridge. This is a true story. And so he's listening to his wheels hit the grooves in the road rhythmically, and he hears this. Obviously, he doesn't hear this unless his car's like yours. That, boom, boom, as he's driving, and he just hears that beat. And by the time he gets to the end of the bridge, he has like the entire chorus in his head.
Oh, let me hear the chorus. I don't think I've heard it. Jesus, such a 70s. It's so weird how
So good though. I love the bass in this song. When's the last time you wrote a song while you're going over a bridge, Steve? Right here though. Listen to this bass. Come on now. Come on now.
That's hot.
That's some shit right there, bro.
I thought you were going to say he was walking around the bridge and like people were walking by me like, hey, man,
Say,
what you
Jim.
talking?
I'm bringing back Say Jim. I'm sorry. It just needs to be there.
Say, Jack.
I wonder if I could find the original Say Jim. I bet you I could.
I think you made it up.
Just give me 2 seconds. Pause. It's worth it. The Say Jim is worth it. He says, that's a bad outfit.
Wow, that is interesting syllable choice.
Here we go.
Say, Jim. Woo! Excuse me. That's a bad outfit.
Say, Jim. Woo! That's a bad outfit. Woo!
I think they hired the writer for Monster Project.
Oh my God. What else did I see where there was someone that was just like, God damn it.
You know what? The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, yes. But something I recently watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, was it
Hey, man.
was it Spontaneous? What was the other one I just watched?
Spontaneous was a hair ticking over to that side.
I can't remember, but I saw someone recently and it was just like, wow, you just took a page from the textbook of Say Jim.
Hey, man.
Oh, no.
What was it?
You know what it is?
Huh.
It's frickin' Wayne. Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the black kid in that show is a little
There's a black kid
on
in the
that.
show?
A little bit on the stereotypical side.
It's funny because I think it just depends on who's writing and who there's certain people that can just write those characters. Certain people just can't.
Well, you know how like you can get away with it sometimes?
Yes.
It definitely falls into that category on Wayne, but it's there. But it's nowhere near the camp of like, say, Monster Project.
That was insane, dude. Or Saturday Night, or Saturday Night, A Nightmare on Elm Street. That was
Was his name?
lot.
Was it Kincaid? No,
Was that his name?
I don't know.
What's
Something
up,
like
Freddie? You I ain't scared of you, Jack. Come on, sucker.
I'm
like,
gonna wear
"Man,
these breakdancer clothes that I got at Mervin's.
bruh." And then he lived through the whole thing. He didn't even get hurt. He was the one cat that did not get even hurt.
They had him so pegged though, the way that they even the way they dressed him. He had on the muscle shirt,
Dude.
that had like the net on the inside.
And he was chubby. I
Yeah.
was like, he's not even muscular.
But he's strong, Steve. Strong like bull.
In the dream, he was. I don't think in real life.
Poor bastard.
Gee, there's a lot. You know what? I'm tripping. Bee Gees do have songs.
Yeah, they've got a ton. Oh, we kind of got off the subject. Yes, but there's so many. So I don't even know where to start.
Night Fever, You Should Be Dancing, Staying Alive,
Yep.
How Deep Is Your Love?
How Deep Is Your Love by itself?
More Than a Woman is okay.
Love it.
Do you love the song?
Love More Than a Woman.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. It's good shit.
What is your favorite Bee Gees song?
How Deep Is Your Love is way up there.
That's really good, dude. That's a really good song.
That might be one of the best songs ever written, to be honest with you.
It's a good song, as in like from, if you took away the I'm a fan of the song and just did a songwriting clinic, from that direction, it's a good song. Like, it's just a good progression of chords. It's singable.
I remember I saw NSYNC do it a cappella one
Oh,
time on like it was
Jesus
like
Christ.
MTV. It sounded pretty goddamn good. I'm gonna give it to him.
Justin can sing, dude. Turns out that kid was pretty talented.
That kid should do this for a living. If I Can't Have You is a good one too, but I don't remember it being them.
I looked it up. This girl named Yvonne something. Yvonne, but they redid it. They did a version of their own.
I already don't like it. It's too.
It's Bee Gees.
This part's way better. on the original. Or wait, the cover, I guess? Let's see. Nope. Nope, not going to do that.
Oh, that's someone that I haven't heard sing much in their group.
Who was it?
I don't know, but it didn't
I think
sound
that was
like any
Barry.
of them. Was that Barry?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's the one that has the stereotypical Bee Gees voice then?
Barry.
That wasn't Barry then.
I think it was. He was the high-pitched one.
All of them sung high.
But he was the main high-pitched guy.
But that wasn't the that wasn't that guy.
We could probably go to, like, say, Wikipedia and figure it out. I'm pretty sure that's Barry.
Oh, yeah, we could. I guess, never mind. We could, couldn't we? I'm going to go with Robin.
You think
I'm
that's
going
Robin? Okay.
I think that's Robin.
To be honest with you, I did cut it short, so... But this one's way better.
It is better.
Here, right here. This part right here alone. Much better, right?
All
of our young listeners are like, these motherfuckers are old.
You know what's funny, G? I could see why people would like take the long way home in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, because the music's so good.
Yeah, you're just like bobbing in your car, and I could look at the person next to me and be like, you know what? I don't even know what you're listening to, but I feel you, bro.
I totally get that, dude. I'm the kind of guy that I'll be like a block away from my house and a song will come on. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and drive around the block real quick and listen to the song.
Hey, what's that song, A DJ Saved My Life?
Last night, a DJ saved my life.
Okay, so Maj and I were driving down a street. We're going to get really local on Ashland. And a dude looked like he was sitting on something because he kept on jumping up and down. And we're like, what's up with the guy in that car? We pulled up next to him and he's like doing the Vogue thing and jumping up and down and has that song blazing out of the car. And Maj was like, what song is that? And I'm like, well, from the chorus, I have a feeling it's something about the DJ saving. I had never heard the song, but Maj and I were like, we should videotape him. But he was in a
dude was
world
voguing to Last Night a DJ Saved My Life. He
and
wasn't voguing.
bumping, like jumping up and down in the passenger in the driver's seat. Like he came to a stop and was jamming. And I was like, that guy probably hasn't heard this song since a day that was really special to him or something. Because Maj was like, I want to pick up my phone right now and videotape this guy.
Here's a scenario.
Oh, he's gigging.
What if his best friend just so happens to be a DJ and the night before they were getting ready to walk across the street, but the DJ friend saw a car coming, so he pulled his friend back, therefore saving his life.
Snap.
And that's why that song is so important to him.
That's true.
I'm saying, listen. And he's just voguing to this?
Gee, he is in a world to the point the car on the other side of him was looking too, and we connected eyes and smiled.
Like, damn, my man's on it, huh?
But you're almost tempted to start bobbing your head a little, being like, maybe we're the crazy ones.
Maybe I should be voguing right now.
Thank you. And the thing is, I was like, you know what? You should be okay with just being happy in your own car. Whatever's going on there. But Maj and I, to this day, Maj was like, remember that time that dude was dancing to DJ Save My Life? I was like, yeah.
I saw a video yesterday. I'm so glad that you brought this up because I was trying to figure out a way to bring this up. But you kind of just, this is like the perfect segue for it. So I watched this video last night. The caption is, this dude is living his best life, right?
Okay.
And it's the same scenario. It's a dude at a stoplight being filmed by another driver. And my man is singing Walking in Memphis at the top of his fucking lungs, dude, and feeling every note. And this guy's just living his best life, man. That song right there, though, Walking in Memphis.
You like that song?
No. I do not like that fucking song.
I don't. And you know what? And it's sad because everyone loved it. It's a Grammy Award winner, like Song of the Year.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know.
What?
And that's why I wanted to bring it up because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what? I wonder, like my gut tells me Steve doesn't like this song.
I do not like that song.
But on the other hand, you do like a lot of obscure songs sometimes that might have been like a mystery hit or just an unexpected hit on the charts. And you do like those sometimes. So I'm wondering, I was like, I wonder if he digs Marc Cohn, Walking in Memphis. It is officially the worst song I think I've ever heard in my life, Steve.
It's just so like, Very, you could tell they're like a send up to, I guess, Elvis or something.
Suede shoes and boarded a plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. What the fuck?
He's so weird, dude.
He says,
Who sings it?
Marc Cohn. What do you think this guy looks like? I played this game last night.
Who's that guy that sings, who's that white soul singer from?
You talk about Michael Bolton?
No, he had like a beard.
This guy's got a beard. He is exactly what you think he looks like. Now, I'm looking at a picture from when he actually made this song. Tall guy. We'll just give him an olive complexion. It looks olive to me. But he's got curly, wavy brown hair and a beard. That's all you need to make this voice.
That's what I thought he looked like, that guy that sung the Wonder Years theme song.
Oh, that's Joe Cocker.
Yeah, I'm like, he looks like him in my brain.
Listen to this incredible adventure this guy had, okay?
And they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said,
Man, I am tonight, because fuckers walking in Memphis. It was the part, he was talking about how he saw the ghost of Elvis walk right through a door.
It's so weird.
I missed it just by like a measure, but fuck it, I'm not going back.
It's so free, and I don't.
It is the worst song I've ever heard.
It was one of those songs that everyone liked, that it was just, it just didn't. There's a lot of songs that are like, I just wasn't on the same wavelength. I guess I just didn't get it. And that was one of them. I was like, I don't understand why you guys like the song so much.
Is there any others like that? Because I was kind of wanting to go down this road because I think it's super overrated. I don't know who's listening to this goddamn song outside of the guy in the video who was loving the shit out of the song. But, I mean, are there others like this?
There are other bands with an over that I didn't understand. Like, what is the deal with? Okay, and I'm about to say something. Let me first give you, I love the guy himself. His politics, I love.
Okay.
I love his ideas. I love the way he thinks. But the Springsteen thing, G, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. You have to be a blue collar worker that maybe lost your dad because he had coal in his lungs.
It had to be, right?
Yeah, or mining accident.
I don't get it, bro.
Maybe your dad didn't get the medication because he lost his job at the factory when he got laid off. So he died. And that's why you like Bruce Springsteen. I have another song that I think is this is an older song, and I'm not sure if you're going to get this one. Did you ever see Family Ties? Did you ever watch Family Ties back in the day?
I did.
You did?
Before
okay.
Dude lost his freaking mind, yeah.
Okay. So, do you remember this song?
This one's called At This Moment.
Oh, it's the live version too. That's the one. Here we go. Michael J. Fox.
what did you think?
Oh, yeah.
Remember this one? This song was so fucking huge when that TV show was out, and I hated that song.
You didn't like that song at all?
It was okay. It was overrated. But this is the part that used to get me right here. Watch. I think it's right about here. I keep saying watch like you're going to see something. Yeah, he's breaking it down for the folks right here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get it, Billy. Get it, Billy. You sexy motherfucker.
Is he the original singer?
Listen.
If I could just hold you.
He's doing that. Ay.
Listen to Carol in the background. Get it. So many 50-year-olds went home and just fucked that night.
I know exactly the makeup of that crowd.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of dentists.
Oh, they'll be like, oh, this is soul singing. Be like, okay. Okie dokie. All right.
They were just waiting for Michael McDonald to come on.
That's not a bad song.
It's not a bad song. It bugged me that. What is it? It didn't bug me as much as Walking in Memphis did. I think this one was just overplayed, and that's why it got on my nerves. Because for a while, it was on. You know how like radio stations will do that? Terrestrial radio will just beat the shit out of you with the song. That was one of those songs. Every day.
What is your thoughts on what song is that?
Hold on.
From Bishop, something Bishop.
I think it is this one right here. And if it is, I fucking love it. Steven
Bishop. He's such a laid back.
You know this dude's got a beard and glasses. He looks like
so good.
Down in Jamaica,
Come on, who can't like this song?
Steal your money, then they break your heart.
Ain't that the truth?
Lonesome Sue, she's in love.
You know, I'm gonna let this play till we hear the on and on. But I gotta tell you, bro, I think I'm just stuck in the 70s, man.
So am I.
She just keeps on trying, and she smiles when she feels like crying. On and on, on and on, on.
That's for you, top 5 Farshid.
That's a great song, dude. Like he was, he did I went to a seminar and he was the person, and I was only in the seminar so that you can keep the seat for the next seminar.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just sit here. And he's like, here's a song I wrote. And he started playing. I was like, oh, and I was the only person to do
Out
that.
loud.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, y'all ain't responding. So he started singing it. And then afterwards, he's like, I also wrote this. And he started playing Separate Lives. And I was like, I know Separate Lives.
He wrote Separate Lives?
He wrote Separate Lives.
Huh. Interesting.
I said, look at you, Bishop.
Get down, Stevie B.
I was like, look, but I love that only because I'm like, if it comes on, it's one of those songs where there's never like I put that in the same house as like Wishing Well, where there's never a bad time. It comes on and I change it. I'm like, oh, I can listen to this song. Yeah, let's do this. And then I'll think of something afterwards. But when it comes on, I'm like, I'm in. Let's do it. Listen to this whole song.
Terrence fucking Trent Darby, Steve. Nice pull.
Dude, he's and his funny thing is Maj, my son, is like, you know, I like Terrence Trent Darby, but I more like Sananda Maitreya. And I'm like, oh, who he is now? Okay. Come on, man, you're in.
Underneath the sycamore tree.
God damn it.
Gee, he was the dude.
He was the dude.
If there was no Michael and no Prince, he's it. But there was a Michael and Prince.
I kind of feel like he got cheated because there was a Michael and Prince.
There was a Michael and Prince. And that's the thing. You have to be either, you got to be something else. You can't be both of Michael and Prince. And I'm like, but he had like Wishing Well and Sign Your Name. Those were two monster hits. Dude.
That's a good song, dude.
He had monster, even Sheryl Crow redid Sign Your Name and did a great job. Or I might be biased, but either way. Come on.
Shit. It's like, what is this music video wise? What is this Oasis I just walked into?
Gee, come on.
You're missing one song though. I know he did one called Delicate.
He had such a good voice, dude.
He had the look. He had everything.
He had everything going for him, G.
Let's see. I'll turn that down.
Voice he has.
I was looking for freaking. You never heard that song Delicate?
No.
I think you have, Steve.
Delicate?
Yeah, it's a good song too. It's kind of like another one of those like like how that one's it's like very like this is like sexy and for some reason in the desert kind of sound. That's what it sounded like. Let me see. Delicate. I think it's Delicate.
Delicate?
I believe so. Terrence.
He's still good now though.
There it is. You never heard this one before?
No,
like, who is this woman walking towards me with a snake wrapped around her neck? All right. What is this? What is this magic lamp I just rubbed? Oh shit!
I have heard this song.
This song is sick. Dude.
I didn't know it was called Delicate.
Oh yeah, Delicate like birds. It's basically everything that's delicate, Steve. Like your soul. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's what he said. I wasn't insulting.
That's a good. Here's a question. If you're imagine back in the day, and this is like when you're trying to woo Gail. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you playing? Which one are you playing? Which one would you choose? Sign Your Name, or No Ordinary Love?
No Ordinary Love.
Oh snap!
Come on, man. You can't put anybody up against Sade.
Oh, wait a minute. Anita Baker beat Sade.
Sweet Love? No.
Oh, come on.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Caught Up in the Rapture?
I heard that album. That was like
Gee.
that was the only album that my mom would play.
Thank you. I know that. I've seen your mom. Her
Oh,
complexion shows me a lot of Anita Baker.
Maybe so, bro. But Lord have mercy, did she play that album a lot?
Yeah. Because it was the best album.
So you're saying that No Ordinary Love is inferior to Anita Baker's Sweet Love?
It's inferior to Sweet Love and Rapture.
You're fucking crazy, Steve.
You're out of your mind, bro.
You are insane right now.
There's only one thing that's happening in No Ordinary Love. Boo doo 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 doo. That's the whole song.
Yeah, and her sexy voice.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Rapture or Sweet Love.
I'm having trouble remembering Rapture right now.
You'll as soon as you start Rapture, you'll be like, I remember now.
All right, now that's
Why?
a challenge. That's a challenge.
I guarantee within 4 seconds.
All right, here we go. Oh, wrong Rapture. That's D-Smoke. Can't be playing that one. Where'd it go? Bro,
Oh, it's not on Apple Music.
it literally says Rapture, and I'm tapping on it.
She owns the rights somehow that she hasn't released it or something. I forgot how that works.
No, it's one of those bullshit songs, so it automatically loses to me.
No, it's a better song than
Okay,
that.
I'm only entertaining this because now I need to know. I don't think anyone cares about Anita Baker that's listening right now. But
Oh, you're out of your mind. Oh,
am I wrong? I'm not saying that I'm
Yes!
right. I'm actually asking the listener. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Just 'cause
She's
I'm
more
curious.
famous than Sade. Dan.
Maybe.
She sold Staples Center out by herself.
I think that if you went up to the average person on the street and said, give me an Anita Baker song and give me a Sade song, you are going to get either No Ordinary Love or Sweetest Taboo or Smooth Operator before you
There's
hear
no question. That's true because yes, they played it on Quiet Storm for ages.
Caught Up in the Rapture. Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh, hold on. All right, I think I found it.
Next, Sade. I remember they used to say Sade.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
I honestly
Bruh.
can't tell you what's next, though.
Sade cannot mess with Anita Baker.
This is the only thing I'm remembering.
You'll know as soon as it starts. Sade's not messing with Anita Baker, G.
Sorry, G. She loses.
You're out of your mind. Hey, listeners, will you please let, and I already know who Bucks is choosing. Bucks, you don't put your Bucks. Bucks.
Come
You
on,
want to
Bucks.
stay friends? You want to stay friends?
I don't
Bucks.
threaten you, John. I'm just saying. You're my friend unconditionally. I think there's been enough of that this year. And just because you simply don't agree with me doesn't mean that I'm going to unfriend you, John.
Listen, Dan is, please let him know, even if it's just a DM to
You're
Dan,
saying that song right there, Caught Up in the Rapture,
is better than, yes.
than any Sade song?
Not better than any Sade song, but there is not a Sade song that Anita Baker can't beat with one of her songs.
Then it's better than any Sade song, is what you're saying.
No. I'm saying there's no Anita Baker song. Like, say you pick one that beats Rapture.
Right.
I can pick one that beats that one, no problem. There's nothing that Sade puts up that Anita Baker can't beat. Nothing. It's just like, in my opinion, mind you, Michael is massive to me. I think he's the greatest performer ever. But I don't think there's a song. Ooh.
Bro,
Is there
I think you're wrong about this.
We're gonna have to ask the listeners.
You're telling
Are
me.
we gonna
You're
have to
telling
do a
me right
versus?
now that. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I thought I had.
We're gonna have to do a versus. One of these on our Patreon. We have to do a versus.
You're telling me that. Okay, I'll say Sweet Love may compare, but whatever. Caught Up in the Rapture is better than this right here.
Live version, huh?
No, that's Rain.
Oh, Rain.
Come on, Steve. You're living in a dream
dude,
world.
Sweet Love beats that.
Sweet
we're gonna
Love
do a
beats
versus. Yeah, easily.
I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with you, sir. My nipples are hard listening to this song right now.
I love Sade.
And her voice,
amazing.
I'm gonna say her voice is better, Steve.
have lost your mind.
Maybe I'm speaking for. Hold on, listen though.
If I tell you now.
Get out.
I love her.
Get away, Anita.
I love her. But she's not being Anita Baker.
Yes, I'm gonna keep on loving you, Sade, because that's how
amazing.
it is.
Now, before we get, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Song for song, is there an argument to be made that Prince can beat any Michael Jackson song you put against him with one of his songs?
Any song?
Any song. That's why I was like, ooh, because I forgot Off the Wall. What does Prince put? What beats Don't Stop Till You Get Enough? What does Prince put up against that? It's tough, dude.
Well, the thing is that, and it has to be like a hit, is what you're saying, right? I just totally hit my tooth on the microphone.
It has to be one that's like, oh, it doesn't. But between music lovers like you and I, it doesn't have to be a hit. What song do you put up against it?
I don't even know.
That's tough, Doug. And we know a lot of Prince.
What song again?
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. How about Little Red Corvette? You have to burn one of his hits, don't you? I think you got to burn a hit. It's a hit for a hit.
You got to burn a hit.
It's a hit for a hit.
So then that means that leaves nothing for if someone plays in the next round, Rock With You. Are you going to burn another hit? We haven't even gotten to Michael's you'd have to burn another hit for that.
Let's do this. What Prince song beats Human Nature?
Oof.
Let me flip it back over to you.
Oof.
I think that we might have a Prince song that could beat, say, Baby Be Mine.
Yeah, but dude.
But I don't know if a Prince song, I think the equivalent to say Wanna Be Starting Something would be
Baby I'm a Star.
Rhythmically, maybe. But as far as pound for pound, just a song, a hit song.
That's tough.
I'm gonna have to. I had it. You said Baby I'm a Star, and it's just God damn it. Okay. Let's Go Crazy.
Oh, you'd have to burn it. Yep, you'd have to burn.
I think you have to burn Let's Go Crazy.
And we haven't even gotten to Michael's stupid hits.
Nor have we with Prince, though.
That's true. Well, no.
That's not true.
Let's Go Crazy is huge.
And so is Little Red Corvette. Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute.
I take back my former
Let's
statement.
stop that. I don't know. Can you put When Doves Cry against Human Nature? It's tough.
It's apples and oranges, though.
I know.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
What is your favorite Michael ballad?
Ooh. Probably. I mean, there's only one that sticks in my mind. I think it's the same one you probably are thinking of.
What?
She's Out of My Life.
I was going with Lady in My Life.
Oh, yeah. Lady in My Life beats it. Yep. Yeah. Lady in My Life. It beats it. Yeah.
So
that's a good song, G.
It's a very good song. Now,
I forgot all about that song.
Okay, and it's a beast, right?
It's a beast.
Okay, now, is it a beast against Purple Rain?
Oh!
Because if you ask any, I don't want to say layman, just an average listener of music, if you put on the first opening, the opening notes of Baby Be Mine, Lady in My Life, and the opening notes of Purple Rain, 9 times out of 10 they're going to go with Purple Rain.
Absolutely.
But is it a better song? Because I think his chorus in that song is some romantic shit, dude.
Romantic is people do not sing that at weddings enough.
Even back then, I'm like, Michael, who's he talking to with these songs? But that one, I was convinced.
That is a really, really good song. Oh, I would have to say Purple Rain's a better song.
Little reference, though, just for the people out there that ain't so into Michael.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm changing my mind.
Listen to this shit, dude. I'm not playing. I didn't come to play today.
I'm changing my mind.
You challenge me, sir. I'm gonna make this a game. Listen to this.
Oh my God, dude.
There'll be no darkness tonight.
Oh my God.
Lady, your love will shine.
I don't know, man.
Oh! Oh, you ain't messing with me, Michael. Oh!
I think Prince might need to go home. I know that's a very big statement. And even at this part, it's arguable. Well, you know, I like this. I like the first verse, Purple Rain. But then you do this. They're like, oh, hold up a second. Is this the chorus?
Wait a
No,
minute.
no, it's not even the chorus. Here we go, Steve.
Christ.
Listen, girl, change your panties.
Oh, it's over. What are we talking about?
I'm doing the whole chorus, Steve.
I can make you feel alright.
One more time, Michael.
And baby, through the years, gonna love you more.
I don't even care what you say, Kevin McKnight.
I promise you tonight that you will always be the lady in my life.
And right there, I said, you know what, Michael? I'm a guy. I'll be your goddamn lady tonight because that's a
Gee.
song.
That song, bro.
That's a song.
Oh man, okay. Okay. It beats Purple Rain.
Yes.
It will beat Purple Rain. Are we missing? Because Prince is the ballad king.
Well, name some.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Is he or is he like the ballad duke? Maybe he's the Duke of ballads.
Okay. Well, the thing is, we've only got like Michael has, but here's the thing.
Maybe that's why he named himself Prince. Because he's only
snap.
the prince of ballads.
You know, it's funny, G, that you say that. You might be right. Hold on. You might be right. Dude.
Come on now.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I found it.
Is this a hit or is this a...
It's a hit, and I think this song makes me feel something more than Lady in My Life.
I think I know what you're going with.
What am I going with?
Hold on. The name just escaped me. Hold on. I'm not playing with you. It's not the most beautiful girl in the world, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Then I don't know what you're going with.
Oh, there's two. There's two that beat it. Number one, when he says it's been 7 hours and 14 days. Whew, since you took my love away. Oh!
The Prince version?
It's over. It's over. Huh?
The Prince version or the Sinead version?
Yeah, the Prince version. That is a heartbreaking song.
Does it beat Lady in My Life?
Yes. So does Diamonds and Pearls. I will give you Diamonds and Pearls.
I'll give you the first one, but no, Diamonds and Pearls is beating Lady in My Life.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
You're living in a dream world, Steve.
Dan, I'm telling you, it would beat it.
Okay. You also said Anita Baker's better than Sade, but it is what it is.
Is that it? Is that the only one? Those are the only ones you can put up against it.
And I don't think they're strong enough.
Oh, wait. You have to give Nothing Compares to You. It beats it.
It's a great song. I don't know if it beats it. It might stand up to it. You know what I mean?
That puts it as a beating because we're talking about the best ever. And if it stands up to it, that's a beating.
I'm going to give it the end of Rocky 1 scenario. I think it's going to give it a very good fight. It's going to bruise the song a little bit. But in the end, the ultimate decision will be Lady in My Life.
I'm giving it the Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Jeez.
That's what he did to Lady in My Life.
That's very aggressive.
And then after that, now that I'm thinking about it, I think depending on how you play it, Prince can beat Michael.
Musically, he could beat Michael.
I'm saying song-wise. If you and I were talking and you'd say, like, the only thing he has nothing for is Beat It, Billie Jean, Rock With You. These are things he has nothing for. Only
Man
because,
in the Mirror.
Oh, that's a cakewalk to beat.
Yeah, I guess so. I was just trying to think of. I was thinking of other songs that are a little like more ballad-like. But yeah,
There's nothing on Bad Prince can't beat. Nothing. Everything is beatable. The only thing he's gonna have a problem with, and we can't even bring in the Jackson 5 because Prince would have a tough one. There's a few songs on. He doesn't have an "I'll Be There."
That's true.
That's a tough one to beat. He doesn't have a boom bo da da do da da do da da da. You don't have where you like no matter who you are, you're dancing in the car as soon as it comes
That's
on.
true.
You're like,
yeah,
that's
you know,
a hard
as
one.
big as Prince is, it's definitely more niche than Michael.
Exact. You don't have that, but I think when you get into if we're like, all right, we're gonna take Off the Wall and Thriller. Oh, Prince has enough to beat both of those.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Who's got the better voice?
Are we talking about
Pound for
late-
pound. Don't give me a decade. Don't give me an era. Who has the better voice?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say at their peak vocals that I have to use. Peak vocals.
Yeah, peak.
It's easily Michael. 14-year-old Michael could outsing most human beings, though. It's not fair. 14-year-old Michael, if he would have been like, "Hey, sing Purple Rain," he would have outsung anyone singing them because he could just sing. Anyone who listens to whoever listens to Who's Loving You, then they're like, "Oh, this kid can outsing anybody." So Michael had the peak. I mean, Michael had the peak voice. Now, overall, it's Prince, because Prince could still sing as high as he could.
Right. I was gonna say Michael will never do this.
Jesus, dude. Come on, bro.
Come on now.
Gee, come on.
That's
man.
a death match right there, dude.
That is so crazy that he was able to, and he could just do that in concert. He could just do that. Now, I will also say there's some things I think we could bring up some Prince songs that I don't think Michael could go up against. I don't think Michael has a Baby I'm a Star. That idea, that theme, that Baby I'm a Star.
Yeah,
might
how
not
you
know
can't
it.
come, how you can't come at me.
Yes, I'm a star. Take a picture, sweetie. I ain't got time to wait. Come on, bitch.
There was never that type of I guess confidence would be a good word.
That's
with Michael.
exactly.
Or
yes.
or masculinity, like bravado kind of thing. There was never that.
That's what Prince had, that thing, whereas Michael,
The Gugats, if you will.
he had that.
It's just simply put, Prince had the Gugats. Right? Am I lying?
That's what it is. That is so funny, G. You know what? You know what would be fun if we brought, if we brought a listener on who is a fan of one group and you, Dan, are a fan of another group, and y'all just went head to head.
Oh, I'm all for it. Who's next? Who's coming on?
I think it should be, because Shannon likes The Cure, right?
Yes.
You like Duran Duran.
Yes.
I think you guys should go head up, song for song.
I'm not sure where she stands on that. She might actually like Duran Duran more than The Cure. I could be wrong.
I would see. I'm not sure. I think maybe. I think song for song, I don't think there's many people that Duran Duran couldn't beat. Technically, as a group, I don't know. I think they could beat Culture Club song for song.
Oh, for sure. And when you say technically, I literally mean technically. They were just better musicians.
They were better, and they understood what a hit is comprised of, and a hit that musicians can listen to and be like, "Do you hear what that bass is doing?" Even though you guys aren't paying attention, do you hear what that guy is doing there?
And they utilize like
hit
modulations and shit like that.
The same thing with like Toto, where they were all amazing musicians that made massive hits. But I think that someone listening has listened to our music. Let's talk about music enough. If you are a listener and you have a band that we kind of derided and you would like to put them up against whichever one of us said something, let me know. Because I'm pretty sure I could back up what I'm talking about.
And this is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. You thought you were going to get away from it, but that's not the case. You're not getting away from it. Hello there. My name is Dan, and welcome to Heroes of Noise. We're about ready to say see you later, but before we do, thought we'd give you a little contact information, all right? If you want to get a hold of the show, hit us up at heroesofnoisepodcast@gmail.com. That is heroesofnoisepodcast@gmail.com. On Twitter, hit us up at Heroes of Noise. Reach me at Dan Q Public. Reach Steve at SE_Hudson Music. Reach the show. The show of shows. I'm going to turn it down. I still can't hear myself. Reach the show, ladies and gentlemen, at www.heroesofnoise.com. It is the one-stop shop. Voicemail, subscriptions to other shows, merchandise, past podcasts, all of that. It's all there for you. That's how you're going to do it. I'm going to shorten this one up because guess what? It's almost time for us to go. So, back to Steve Hudson.
Okay, Skype is acting up as normal, but I have some news for you, Dan.
What's up?
Someone's single is dropping on December the 10th.
A new single?
My single.
Hold up. Did you just tell me that your single is going to be dropping on December 10th?
On December 10th.
Good for you, man. I'm happy about this.
And this, a lot of it has to go to, of course, Daniel Dominguez, who does not let things fester. He's like, oh no, you need to go on. We're dropping it. So tell the listeners.
You realize that this would not happen without Daniel.
Oh, no question.
I really feel that way, Steve. I don't think you would. I think you would have sat on this for another 2 years if it wasn't for Daniel.
Yes. And he is not one to let, he is like texting every day, be like, hey, where's the mix? We need to release. We need to do this thing. We need to have it ready. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like releasing on December 10th, album artwork all done. We're going to release it on the show earlier than that and all, but I just want to let y'all know it's coming, homie. Coming.
Okay, stop. Single or album on December 10th?
Single, December 10th, album a few weeks after that.
Jesus Christ, Steve. This is exciting stuff, man. We've been talking about this since we've known each other.
Seriously. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. It is insane.
So when do you think the listeners will be able to hear something?
You know what? I think like ASAP. Like if Daniel's okay, because I'm sure Daniel's okay with his master.
Uh-huh.
He's already mastered it. And so it's like, okay, well, we'll put it on the show and I'll have Daniel come in and, you know, woof up his work on it and all that stuff. He did, dude, let me tell you something. The dude is magic. Daniel is freaking magic. He made it sound, I was like, I like it the way it is. And he sent me a master. I was like, okay, I was wrong. I like it the way it is now.
Jeez, man. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, and also he wants to give you props on all your voices because he's been trying to do voices and he said it's not working.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Maybe tell you what, I'll share a little voice knowledge with you. Maybe you teach me a little bit of that production stuff. Maybe we create an album of I don't know what. I'm just kidding. But I just want to learn how to do that stuff. So Daniel, I'm asking yet again, teach me how to do this.
He's waiting for you to call him.
Okay.
But I did not say that online. I'm not going to say that online. He's like, when is he? He said he wanted to. When is he calling me?
Well, I mean, how do you do that exactly? Just since we're having this conversation on the show, what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be like, hey, you ready to teach me?
Yeah, that's what you say to Daniel.
Okay, then that's what I'll say to Daniel.
You're like, hey, when do you want to hook up? And Daniel's going to be like, oh, let's do it this day.
I'm putting this out to the all 7 listeners that we have right now, and Daniel being one of them. Daniel, I'm ready to learn production. This is my dream. Would you please teach me, sir? Would you please? In front of all of these people. Okay, maybe it's not 7. Maybe it's more like 6. But still, would you teach me, sir?
And your learning curve will be so much less than most people. Your learning curve, like in a few hours, you're going to be like, oh, and you're done. Because everything else will start connecting. You'll be like, oh, it's like I'm doing this thing.
Right.
Done. Cool.
Well, you know me, dude, and I don't like compliments, right? And I never, ever like boast about anything for me. But I could be completely wrong about this, and I'm sure I'll find out very quickly if that's the case. But I do agree with you. I think that this is just sort of in me, and I've just never been shown how to utilize these tools. So I'm so excited.
Dude, he is going to, like, you're going to be like, oh, everything. There's going to be a connect that happens where you're like, these two facets of my brain are really good doing things separately, and that connection is going to happen. Be like, oh, I'm just connecting those two. Okay, cool. Now I get the whole thing. You're going to get the whole thing. And my only thing is, once you know how to do it, is you're going to be like, I need to put it to work now.
Yeah.
I can't just, like, you doing the show is going to be like, okay, that's fun, but I'm not using anything I just learned like 2 days ago. I kind of need to do something with this.
Oh, by the way, Daniel, it also means incorporating me and like including me in all of your friends and getting me teaching me how to like, you know,
now
all
is
the
time.
terminology and giving me connections and making me look better than I really am in front of all these people. So it's just that small favor that I'm asking you, Daniel.
Dude, he is considering what's happening right now. Now is a great time for all this to be happening because look, man, you got it. You already know you got it. And it's just the connection that you need to make. Because I think you could do it now, but I think it's easier for you to believe you can do it now if someone else walks you through it.
Let's do it. I'm ready,
all right,
man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next voice you're going to be hearing. Hey, again, seriously, if you think you could go head up with Dan or I on your love for whatever group, you know what? I'm decided. The Cure doesn't have a chance, so never mind The Cure. Someone that actually has a tangible chance at one of our behemoth of artists. Let us know. Come on. We'll make it happen, especially with Dan and his, he knows a lot of music. And so if you think you could go up against him, let us know.
I'm prepared to do this, Steve. Sorry. Talk to you later, sir, but I'm prepared to do this as well. And this goes for either of us. I'm going to volunteer Steve for this. I am willing to, like, let's say a listener says, have you heard this album before? I want to talk about this band or this album. No, okay. I haven't. Send it to me. I will listen to it thoroughly over the course of a week.
He will.
And then
He
get back
will.
to you and we can talk some science. I'm serious.
He freaking will. And also give love to. I want to hear what you guys are, what y'all's thoughts on Anita Baker versus Sade are. Let us know, and we will talk to you later. I love you guys. Peace.
Sounds like a plan, Steve. I will talk to you soon. Guess what? Next week, Thanksgiving, but we'll be around. I'm not sure when we're recording next week, but we'll figure it out. We will have a show. Thanks for your patience. I know we skipped one last week, but it just needed to be done. So other than that, folks, I'm going to go ahead and turn you loose to enjoy your day. Go about causing trouble, gallivanting, whatever the hell you want to do. It's all up to you. It's your world. My name is Dan Ramirez. That is Steve Hudson. We are the Heroes of Noise. Thank you for listening to episode 136. We will see you shortly. Have a happy, safe, and preferably quiet and very isolated Thanksgiving. But that's just my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. Peace.